Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I am coming at you with League of Legends Unsung Heroes, and this time we are playing one of the most annoying characters, Teemo. But the reason I chose this gameplay is a little different. You see, for the first time ever in any Teemo game I've ever played, since ARAM has become a selectable map on the queues, somebody actually builds early Teemo detection. And when I say early Teemo detection, I mean those items. I think this one is the Hectech Sweeper. That's right, the Hectech Sweeper. And that's the AP one, the eyeball. So they kind of start rendering my traps less effective. Now, I say less effective. It's still very easy to walk over mushrooms without the Teemo, without the even with, I mean, the sweeper. And as far as I know, it's the only one that builds, but it still takes a lot of effectiveness away from Teemo. Now, what else do we have here? Well, we have Pantheon, we have Elise, we have Leona. We have a very strong breeze that suddenly picked up. I shall take care of that quickly. There we go. And we have Poppy. Now, other than Ezreal, this is a team that can actually get pretty tanky. And Elise just continues to be annoying with those spiders. Those spiders have a lot longer reach than I thought possible, but there you go. So, fortunately, I started a different build than I normally would. Normally, I'd have gone a couple Duran's rings, maybe boots, potions, things like that. In this one, I don't. In this one, I started the recurve bow, boots, and 2 health potions. And see how far that spider goes? That's too far. I had intended to buy the hurricane first, and then start building AP from there. But by the time I finish the hurricane, I'm starting to get frustrated because my mushrooms aren't being effective. Yeah, that's just way too much damage early. So yeah, we're going to get outpoked. I mean, Ezreal and Elise, I mean, we don't have much in the terms of poke. I mean, we have me, and Teemo has a very short range, and Soraka. That's about it. But we have good engage. We do have sustained heals in the long run. And we have Katarina. Katarina is one of the easiest to snowball champions in the game. I mean, hell, I even got a gameplay where I did good with her, which I'll bring at another time. So, what ends up happening in this game? Well, I start taking a look at the way the other team is built. And Poppy almost paying there. If Nautilus had landed his hook, she'd have been the first blood, but unfortunately that didn't happen. I'm out way too far forward, but still in there. So yeah, we're in trouble right now. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, but I start taking a look at the rest of the team. And yeah, quick kill on Ezreal, who gets a little too brave. But I start modifying my build right away, and instead of going for AP Teemo with high sustained poison damage and mushroom damage, I go back to an old school Teemo build, and that's the on-hit Shredder Teemo. That's the Teemo that has various effects as he attacks, and even though they're kind of changing that right now, and the quick engage there. Pantheon kills me, Soraka kills Pantheon. We also lose Zac, and they lost, I forget who. I think maybe Leona. So what it does for me, and the reason I'm bringing this gameplay to you, is it shows that Teemo doesn't have to be about his mushrooms on this map. Yes, they're great and effective when the other team's not trying to be cautious of them. When they start becoming less effective, when they actually start looking for them and being cautious about them, it shows you can still go a different way. A lot of people are kind of gearing up for me to be that AP Teemo, and it ends up not to be true as I go more AP Shredder. And Soraka picking up another kill. Soraka got quite a few kills this game. It was interesting. Now, what advantage does my team have over the other team? Well, number one, we have better CC. They have 2 stuns. One of them's a skill shot. Alright, we have Nautilus. We also have Zac. Nautilus, of course, his hook, yeah, it's a skill shot, but it's a wide skill shot. And I'm going to pay for that. And unfortunately, my team's going to pay as well. As we're all very low health, unfortunately. So I don't quite have the Hurricane finish. I think I'm waiting for it to tick out. And I get run over by an Ezreal ulti. I hate that, because you can't heal it back. You know, that's what makes that so annoying. You can't heal it back. Yeah, and my team suffers being low health. Diving them was kind of easy. But we get a few kills out of it. And I'm not sure. I didn't pick up the Oh, I picked up boots instead. I picked up the level 2 boots. So yes, they are working on taking down our tower, but some blinds and... you know, they didn't have to run. They could have sat there and poked me, but they didn't. And I make Ezreal pay for picking up that health. It doesn't benefit him in any way, shape, or form. So now I start having the ability to plant my mushrooms, and you're going to start to see where it becomes not so effective, especially up close and early on. See, right now I'm still thinking about going ability power Teemo, getting the Nashor's Tooth and Malady maybe. Probably not Malady. Normally I wouldn't build it. I don't think it AP Teemo, but Nashor's Tooth. Follow that up with what is it? Lichbane and Death Cap, things like that. But you watch at some point, I believe. Will it show it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't show the IO, but you can see they're attacking my mushroom. So my mushrooms planting will be less effective. And they just pay for letting Katarina get a full ulti off. See, that's another thing that's really detrimental to them right now. Their only way to stop Katarina's ulti is through Pantheon's Leap or through Elise's Binding. And both were already used, which meant Katarina had a full ulti that nobody could stop. Well, I'm sorry, Poppy could have stopped as well with Charge, but she had also used that, I believe. So, yeah, they have 3 ways to stop it, but all 3 ways were... I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. They got a Leona. Yeesh. Okay, erase everything I said. Pretend that didn't exist. Man, you wouldn't think this gameplay was just last night, the way I'm screwing that one up. But yeah, so they do actually have plenty of ways to stop Katarina ulti, but for some reason they didn't, which is extremely strange. So just more dancing around the tower. See, this is how Teemo used to be built. Plenty of people probably already know this and probably already remember it. But the on-hit Shredder Teemo, he was great for shredding tanks. You wouldn't use him as an ADC. You'd use him as a mid or a top, but you wouldn't go tanky Teemo. You'd just go on-hit attack speed. And I do get bound, and man, they blow everything to get me. And you're going to see here that could easily... Yep, there you go. What can you say? Didn't work out well for my team. Soraka gets another kill, though. I think I may finally have the Hurricane. Yeah, there we go. Now I finally get the Hurricane. Do I have enough for anything else? Yep. Amplifying Tome. So I already know that I'm building Malady, which unfortunately won't be in the game anymore. It's a shame. It was a nice little item for Teemo's that went on hit, but I can understand they're taking it out because I believe only Teemo is the only one to ever build a Malady. So, yeah, this is actually going to be really beneficial for me. Zach just diving right in, no fear. Just going in, trying to get that attack out. I knew Elise would be coming back. And yeah, they're going to start paying for that engage. Yeah, there's the ulti, which gets quite a lot off. They do finally pick up Zach, but triple kill on Katarina. There's something you don't really want. And she's going after Ezreal, picks up the Quadra. Unfortunately, she didn't get the Penta because of me, but I couldn't help that. I'm pretty sure that was my poison that took it. So with an ace this far in, it could be very easy that we take down the tower. Unfortunately, that's not how it's going to turn out. Pantheon blows everything to get me, and yeah, it does a really good job of knocking down my health, but unfortunately does not kill me for him, so I'm easily able to get back to about half health, picking up the health items there, the health sigils. The only thing I don't like right now is that Nautilus has gone a Frozen Heart early, and I don't know why. The majority of the damage from their team is magic based. Alright, that includes Poppy. So why go a Frozen Heart? You know, you could have gone I guess he's trying to build anti-Ezreal, but yeah, right here I've got no peel on a full health Poppy. I can't help my team. I can't do on-hit shredding. So at this point, I'm trying to lead Poppy around the tower, and it's just not going to work. She's going to hurt for it, but unfortunately, you know, I had nothing that I could do. I got chased out, and when it comes to the team, I'm kind of like the ADC. You know, even though I'm not going full ADC, it's not really going to matter. You know, now right now they have a pretty fair size advantage on us. You know, they got our tower, they're 5 kills ahead, they're a little bit more than 1,000 gold ahead. So there you go, another tower down, so they even get a little bit further ahead. We pick up 3 kills to 1, but they get 2 towers as well. We don't have any towers right now, so that's really bad. But I have picked up a Malady at this point. So I have a nice stronger attack speed. I do have that on-hit ability from Malady. I forget what it is. Basic attack, reduce target magic resist by 4. And it also deals 15 plus 6 bonus magic damage per hit. So that makes a difference. And that doesn't mean your mushrooms are useless either. If you set your mushrooms around the perimeter, right on the edges of the bushes, they really can't detect them without using the active. And so you see here, it's still very easy for people to trip over them. They won't do as much damage being an on-hit shredder, but still does a fair amount of damage. So they're still useful, you just really can't get away with placing them out in the open or over the health sigil points. So you place them right at the edge of the bushes, and that makes a really major difference. Not exactly sure what Nautilus was trying to hook at that point. I just don't want to get stunned. You know, I can't afford, of course, to be engaged upon. So I really am just trying to hang back and come in. My priority is really to blind somebody who's harassing maybe Katarina or Soraka. That's one of the things I'm really looking to do, is to blind someone that's really in there, you know? And another Ezreal. There's the ulti. And I don't know why I'm continuing to attack Poppy, but you see, there's the control finally. there's the control finally, and Poppy ends up paying for it. And then there we go as well. Leona goes down, and Pantheon goes down, and Katarina's going ham. Tower's down. I pick off Ezreal, but Soraka... No, I'm sorry, I did get Ezreal. Soraka got the tower. And very smart move on Katarina's part. Will she be able to pick up the kill? Easily, especially with her ulti and the fact that Elise had no way of stopping her whatsoever. Well, Nautilus and I stay back and continue to work on the tower, and we will knock that down as well. We've evened up the kills, and we've pulled slightly ahead in the gold advantage. So, one fight where we as a team performed right, and that's Nautilus. Specifically Nautilus. He worked very hard to peel Poppy off of Katarina. He worked very hard to peel Poppy off of Katarina. That allowed Katarina to stay alive, to not have to worry about being chased around by Poppy, to get back into the fight, and to deal a lot of damage. You know, keeping her busy in her ulti, no, you can't hurt her, but you can still get some CCs on her, and you can still keep her away from your high priority teammates. You know, it makes a big deal. So I've picked up the Stinger, and I've picked up the Fiendish Codex. Yes, I'm going for Nashor's Tooth. And Katarina just dealing damage as Poppy tries to go nuts. There's that peel again, and Poppy's going to go down, being a little too suicidal. And Leona just trying all kinds of CC, but she doesn't have the damage. She's not playing Bruiser. I knew Elise would be dropping in, but Elise makes the major mistake of ignoring me and going for Soraka instead. And I don't think she was in a win situation there. Soraka could have helped keep me alive. By going after Soraka, she ignores my damage. So we've aced them out, and that's pretty damn strong. Poppy's going to try and go nuts again. But watch Katarina here. Watch the CC. Watch everyone come together. And watch Katarina just outplay. There you go. Although, I gotta give Poppy credit. I don't want to completely down Poppy for that play, and this is why. What Poppy accomplished there was keeping her entire team. Can we live? Can we live? We can, but that doesn't mean we should. I was just saying, what Poppy did there, what she accomplished, is she allowed her entire team to respawn in time to defend her Nexus towers. By doing what she did, we all had to band together to keep Katarina alive, which may not have been the smartest move. We could have just gone for the Nexus turrets. We have a Nautilus, he could have tanked it up. We might have been able to knock one or two down. And yes, we probably wouldn't be able to get the Nexus, we would have been killed, but that is not a horrible thing. So, where she didn't get the kill on Katarina and kind of got outplayed on that, the benefits were very strong for her. And Nautilus just not afraid to walk in, and Poppy goes a little too hard. I think she was going to try an ulti, but she got CC'd and taken down so hard and so fast that it just did nothing. She wasn't able to. And there's the hook on Elise. She's done. And it's just a matter of time before Ezreal gets taken out. Yes, Poppy does come back, but again, there's CC. She's going to try and go ham again. And she goes after me. She's changing targets. Oh, her shield's down. We back out, but you know, still not a lot happens. Still going for it. Katarina's in there. She's swinging away. Look at the damage going out. Just completely blow up Leona. And now all that's left is Elise. And no, that's just not going to work. Yes, the VIP of this game was Katarina, although Nautilus with his peeling and his ability to tank, very strong. Zac came in with a couple really good dives and engages. Soraka, of course, with her sustain. But again, the on-hit Shredder Teemo, the changing of the build. They're trying, but they don't have the damage, the heals, the lifesteal, the global. They're literally string feeding us. We're low health, but it's not enough. And with that, will Zac and Soraka be able to finish it? There's a Nautilus coming in. Ezreal's just not going to have the damage needed. He's been shut down too hard in this game. It's just not going to work, and that's GG. So I didn't even get to really finish my build all that much. I had a ton of gold from that run, and you can see down here, let me pause real quick if it fades out. I picked up the Nashor's Tooth. I also went Static Shiv. That's a great poke and great in a team fight for that initial 100 burst up to 4 targets. It's something I've been wanting to try on Teemo. How would I round it out this build? Well, unfortunately, with the way I went, actually maxed out my attack speed, 2.5. So getting anything else attack speed would have kind of been redundant, because you can't go over that. But I kind of wanted to see what would happen if I threw in, say, what's it called? Blade of the Ruined King. That's what I'm looking for. If I threw a Blade of the Ruined King into this mix, so now I'm dealing magic-based health damage, that would have been very interesting. I also could have tried, if I could continue just to go for the attack speed, of course, there's Wit's End. I could have gone the very traditional Teemo item. However, I think I was actually looking at this point, because I had max attack speed, to add in some kind of damage. So I was thinking about a Liandry's Torment at this point, for that extra burn damage, for the extra poke damage. Although, I gotta be honest, I'm not 100% sure. Might have been a Liandry's Torment. I might have gone a Death Cap. Because I have 133 base AP with this build here. The Death Cap would have given me probably about 350, 375, maybe as low as 320. Who knows? But, you know, a couple viable options in there. I also could have gone more defensive. I could have gone like Aryli's Crystal Scepter for the slow on hit. Things like that. Anything's possible, so who knows? But as you can see, if your mushrooms are being ineffective, if you have that person with the trap detection or a team with trap detection, you don't have to go AP Teemo. AP Teemo is still very strong, but I actually find it's better that if you're not going to rely on your mushrooms so much, to go attack speed Shredder Teemo. Because you'll shred tanks and you'll shred other targets, as well as doing your overtime damage. So I think that's really, really strong. Just trying to show that, you know, you don't have to stick with the traditional builds. You can build various things and still be quite effective. And this is definitely an old school Teemo build, a little bit of modification. Until next time, folks, this is One Big Bugger signing out. Attack speed, Shredder Teemo. I'll see you next time.